Hi viewers, this video will focus on a brand that surprisingly I've never featured before, but it is a watch brand that I really do rate, and I've had a few of their watches and never been disappointed. And obviously, as you can see, these are watches from Victorinox, extremely well built. They are quartz watches, but the build quality is phenomenal on both of these, and they are in the same line. They're called the Chrono Classic. Now they are obviously similar watches, both chronographs, but this one features a very unique method of measuring the time. We'll just have a look at this one first, the more traditional one. Now this has a case size of 41mm. The lug width is 22mm. Lug to lug is just under 50mm, but it's a really handsome watch. I think the actual proportions are perfect. It's a lovely style. I think it's such a good looking watch. It has this textured dark grey dial with that sort of waffle texture, and then the sub-dials are recessed with this lovely sunburst effect. I love the way the two top dials are sort of integrated together in this kind of capsule shape. Really good quality though. The hands are all polished, and you've got the tachymeter matte aluminium bezel insert there. Fantastic. The chronograph itself, lovely snap to it. Traditional movement. Nice red hand, very easy to read, and then you just press again and then it measures the time and then the reset. Very easy to use, super legible, and just a really well laid out dial there. The crown is signed. It's not a screw down crown, but has a lovely pop to it, and obviously you've got the date there as well. Really nice watch, and this comes on the bracelet. The bracelet itself is very good quality, feels very solid, no rattling at all. Nice clasp, really reassuring snap. You can see this watch has been well worn, but it's such a tank tough watch, you know, it really can take a lot of punishment, as you'd expect from this brand. Really very strong, super tough. And you've got the traditional screw down case back. I love the size, the way they sort of have these scalloped edges. Very attractive. Okay, so that's the standard Chrono Classic with the standard chronograph movement. This one is really super cool. As you can see, the sub-dials are very different. It has this special way of reading the time on the chronograph movement. So it's currently in time mode. To set the chronograph, you just double click this crown and you can see it all lines up to measure the chronograph functions, and you just press that as normal, and now it's in chronograph mode. And when you stop it, you can see here it reads out the hundredths of a second in this digital readout rather than the hands, and then just reset as normal and it all goes back to zero. Fantastic, really clever. And then to go back to time mode, just double press again. How cool is that? Other than that, it's very similar to the other one, same dimensions, and yeah, obviously the same build quality, just fantastic. This one did also come on the same silver bracelet, but I've put it on this leather strap. The dial is a bit different. It has that waffle texture here, but the rest is this glorious silver sunburst effect, and all the markers are applied onto there. Now unfortunately, as you can probably see with this one, a while ago I did forget to put the crown all the way in, and it was underwater for a few seconds, and a little bit of condensation got onto the hands and it's kind of ruined them, which is very annoying. But yeah, not much you can do about that. Looks a lot worse in close up like this, but just one of those things. Got to be careful. Really a very clever watch. Obviously these are both quartz movements, but proper Swiss made watches, Swiss quartz movement, very reliable. Just fantastic fit and finish. The only negative I would say with this watch is it is very tricky to remember how to set the time. I mean, once you know how to do it, it's easy, but you just have to. I keep going onto the website to remind myself how to do it, but it is a perpetual. It does have a perpetual calendar, and once set, then it's going to remember everything until the battery runs out. But there is a very good video on YouTube from Victorinox on how to set the time on this watch. I'll put the link to that in the description. Okay, I'll just quickly show you how these look on the wrist now. Very nice indeed. Does look very classy. And these watches are really comfy as well. I like the way the lugs curl down. Excellent. And here's the other one on the bracelet. Again, very comfy. Quite lightweight actually. But yeah, looks good. It's really, as I said, the fit and finish is really impressive on both watches. Now this one retails, I think, for around about $600. The other one with the more complex movement is getting up to $900, which is expensive for quartz watch, but they are quite special. So, and you can usually find a good deal on these, as they have been around for quite a while. Okay, we'll just have a quick look at the lume on both of these watches. It's nothing too special, but it's okay, it'll do. It's bright enough and does last fairly well, but could be better. Now both these watches have a water resistance rating of 100 meters as well, which is good. Just a shame the crown isn't a screw down crown. And the crystal is on both these is triple AR coated, so really super legible. Now I'm not really a big fan of quartz watches, but when they have a lot of character like this, I'm quite happy to make an exception. These really are quite special watches, and if you get a chance to see one at a good price, I recommend you snap one up. Okay, well that's just about it. That's a quick review of the Chrono Classic from Victorinox. A very impressive quartz watch, as you can see. I do hope you enjoyed looking at these. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.